I was driving to Richmond in late May of 2025 when I looked on the side of the highway and saw the burned out shell of the Kids' Choice Sports Center. I've seen that building a bunch of times before. It's a huge yellow facility, probably 30,000 square feet, with indoor soccer fields and community programs. But when I saw it this time, it looked like a giant burnt marshmallow, completely gutted. I made a note to research what happened, and now that I've looked into it, I want to walk you through what actually goes into a large commercial property claim. Because if something like this happened to your business, you need to understand what you're really up against. From what I found, the fire started in December. Reports say it was an electrical fire, and on that day, winds were whipping at 30 to 40 miles per hour. That wind pushed the flames and turned the fire into a three-alarm disaster. It took out the entire building and spread to several neighboring homes. Shortly after, the Kids' Choice Sports Center posted a GoFundMe. They were asking for support to cover employees' wages, help their renters, and even support the nearby homeowners who were affected. So let's break down the different parts of the claim. First up, building coverage. This wasn't a small structure. Hopefully, someone calculated the right replacement cost based on square footage, construction type, and zoning updates because the cost to rebuild something like that could be massive. Then there's contents coverage, sports equipment, office furniture, electronics. Those things add up fast. That part is usually straightforward, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. Where things get complicated is business income and extra expense coverage. They were immediately asking for help covering salaries and income losses, and most business owners have no idea how to calculate what they need if their doors were shut for 6, 9, or 12 months. And look, if you're listening to this and wondering, would I actually have enough coverage to make it through something like that? I'd really encourage you to reach out. I talk to business owners all the time who think that they're covered until a fire or a shutdown proves otherwise. If you want to talk through your numbers or just get a second opinion, my contact information is in the description. Back to the story. This fire happened in December. When I drove past in May, 6 months later, nothing had been rebuilt. No construction, no sign of a restart. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions I see with property claims. People underestimate how long it takes just to get started again. You've got to line up architects, engineers, general contractors, pull permits, get zoning approvals, and that's before you even break ground. So if your policy only gives you 3 months of income replacement and you're out for 9 to 12, you're going to run out of money. And there's another wrinkle here. The fire spread to neighboring houses. So now you've got the possibility of liability exposure. Sure, those homeowners will file with their own policies first, but their carriers may subrogate, meaning they'll try to recover losses from the Kids' Choice policy. And then the questions start. Was the wiring up to date? Were there known issues? Was there negligence? If the answers are unclear or unfavorable, this could easily turn into a lawsuit. And that's when your liability policy better be ready to step in, both for defense and damages. Now, I'm not an attorney. I can't say if they'll be found liable, but from an insurance standpoint, that potential exposure needs to be covered. So here's the bottom line. This is a real world example of how one fire can turn into a multi-layered claim involving building limits, contents, business income, extra expense, loss of rents, and liability to third parties. If just one of those areas is underinsured or excluded, it can derail the entire recovery process. If this video helped you think differently about your own coverage, hit like and subscribe. And if you're not 100% sure whether your current policy would actually get you through something like this, reach out. You can find me at insuranceforentrepreneurs.net. I'd be happy to talk it through with you. Thank you so much for watching. Now please, go build something great.